just get started. Okay, so thank you very much for being there. For the early birds, you are welcome to be here. Still get a text into your friend. Just share the link. Tell them that you're into something exciting. You may be the first time, maybe the first time, but trust me, you will be excited having shared it with somebody. All right, I'll tell them come and watch with you because there's something good is happening here. I mean, the news this week was just so, as someone said, fantabulous, right? It is LiveGood is doing things. It is going places, and you've got to be on board. So LiveGood is an exciting online business, right? And the aim of LiveGood is to really improve health on the one hand and eradicate poverty on the other hand. Now, when you put these two things together in a safe, legal, and legitimate way, you know that you're into something great. And I'll show you what the pundits are saying about LiveGood as we go on. So LiveGood was established is established in the United States, in Florida to be exact. And I always say that is so good for us in the Caribbean because right over us and we get our shipping into the Caribbean with absolutely no problem, right? So that is really, really good. LiveGood is committed to helping people, and the person, an individual I will tell you about who have put this company together, that is their stated goal, and they are lovely people, right? And they love to see person make it, right? Not just the 1% or the 5%, but they really want to see everybody benefit. How have they done that? How is the company going to get that down? Well, LiveGood brings to you the most advanced nutritional supplements. Now, when I say that, you would think, okay, I'm just boasting the company because, no, I'm actually telling you, and we will get persons to testify that the products that we have and what we have used actually works, right? So it is made from the purest, highest quality ingredients, and it is formulated in such a way that it actually produces results. And guess what? It is much lower in cost than any other company in multi-level marketing. And when I tell you that, you will see why. Because the challenge is out there to any company to get these products, make it and provide it to the market at the cost that we have. And our cost cannot be beat, right? It just ain't. No one is able to take up that challenge. The mission of LiveGood says exactly what the LiveGood is about: to help people get healthy and stay healthy without having to spend a fortune to do it. That is a lovely, straightforward mission. But can you match that word? This is a high order, a high goal. Can LiveGood live up to what it has said? It is doing that. A year, 15 months into its existence, it's doing exactly that. And persons are joining the company by the droves. All right. So LiveGood was founded by a group of friends, right? Four to be exact. But the brainchild behind LiveGood is Ben Glensky. Ben Glensky has been in the network marketing industry for over 20 years. He has run successful nutritional and weight loss companies. In fact, I think one of his most recent company that he founded was a company called Skinny Body Care and Brain Abundance. And 8 years ago, he walked away from that company and sold it out because he noticed that in the network marketing arena, which have very, very good intention, something had gone awry, right? And the way that the network marketing industry was moving on, and the method, the model that it was using was not beneficial to the majority of persons who came into it, right? And so he tried to change the industry, but persons were headstrong. It was working for them. Some of those at the top were getting richer and richer. The 5%, 1% was getting really, really rich, 5%. But what about the 95%? You're talking about 5% making it, and 95% are not doing anything. That was unsettling to him, and he literally sold his company and walked away from it. But his friend, Noda Kazan, encouraged him and says, I know we have talked about it. We all have gotten rich in that industry. We have done very well, but we know our heart is to get more persons to do well. And so they decided that they're going to come back after the COVID and put this company together. And the company is called LiveGood, right? So Noda Kazan is the director of network marketing. And let me tell you, this guy is over 30 years experience in network marketing. And you can see exactly why that experience matters. Because in 1 year, we had amassed 1 million members. And now we are going to almost 1.2 million in just 15 months, right? Simple strategy, but persistent persons who know what they're doing, right? And it is not difficult to be part of this company. It is not tasking. It is not taking away from your work or anything of that sort. But there's so much help along the way on training and motivational speech and product information. I just name it. These persons are right on the ball, and they're letting you know how this thing can work and how it can work for you. They have teamed up with the health in the people. The health people is Dr. Ryan Goodkin. He's the one who develops the product I'll be talking to you about. His wife is a health educator in and of herself, and the two of them collaborate to bring these products to us and to educate us about it, how beneficial it is to us and to our health. LiveGood is a direct sales company. Now, like most network marketing company, that's what they do. They have a wonderful product or more, and they sell this product. And these companies have been around for a while. Avon, Cosmetic, right? And Herbalife and Amway. These companies have been around for a long time, and they are using this model. But something is not altogether good about this company. Leap could have just come on the scene and have leapfrog all of them, right? And why is it? Because they went back and they looked at the industry and they looked at the method and the model, and they said, we can do this thing better. We can get more persons to actually benefit from being in network marketing. It's one of the best business model, but not enough persons are making it, right? And so they went back and they developed this model, and I'll show you what it's about. Now I just want to show you that just this week, some assessment was made with regards to the network marketing industry from 2023, all of last year and coming into this year. And guess where LiveGood has gone to? Number one. Number one. Even Amway, who's there for God knows how long, big still very, very good, but it has gone over Amway in terms of its appeal, in terms of its, its sale, the number of persons who are coming in and who are excited about being part of it, and the direct benefit that you get from it, right? So LiveGood has amazing product, incredible prices. And I say these prices, you cannot get it anywhere else in the industry, all right? There is no auto shipping, which is what most network marketing companies have. They send products for you to use, to sell, to do whatever. You need to put in a lot of money, sometimes over $100 of products coming to you. Sometimes you don't even know what to do with the product. You can't use it, you can't sell it. It's just lying on your counter, and next month's shipment is coming. And you get frustrated. Eventually, persons like they cannot cope with this thing and they drop out. Good intention, but the model is just suffocating them, right? And so LiveGood have removed all of that. No auto shipping, no monthly products to buy. You don't have to buy the product. You don't have to sell product. If you choose to do it, all good and fine. Ultimately, we want you to get well. We want you to get better. You want your health to improve. So you can buy the product for yourself if you choose to, or when you choose to, I should say, and that's fine. It is not dependent. LiveGood does not tell you have to buy a certain amount of products for the year or for the month. There is no such requirements or no obligation. Here's what LiveGood also have: a 90-day money-back guaranteed. And let me just not say that, but I'll tell you, it's on an empty bottle. In other words, you can have bought a product to use, and you didn't feel that this product was meeting up the hype that we were giving it, and you say, I've finished using it, but within 90 days of having this product, LiveGood says you could return the empty bottle We will give you your money that you spend on the product, no questions asked. And in the 15 months of existence, I think they said, I listened to one time, they said only 2 such returns they have received. And that's talking about 1 million and more, maybe 2 million people, because some persons are not members, but they just buy the product, have used LiveGood product, and only 2 persons have returned, have taken up this challenge and returned their bottle. And as LiveGood said, they didn't even ask the person why. They just said, here is the money. You're not satisfied, here is the money that you pay for it, right? And they still have that warranty on the table, right? The compensation plan, we will see LiveGood is number 1, and that is just exactly what I was saying, right? If you really want to invest in a multi-level marketing, if you want to see yourself being able to make some income in the comfort of your home, or maybe on the road, you're tired of the 8 to 4, the 9 to 5 grind every single day. You're working for somebody, and you're giving up all of your health to try to make ends meet. 40 years you're working for somebody, right? At the time that your time to retire, you think that it's time to travel the world. Whoop, you get a diagnosis that says that you have sacrificed a lot. All of the help, all the long hours, all the sleepless nights, have taken a toll on your body. And when you think that it's the time for you to have retired and really start traveling the world and enjoy what you have saved, a single diagnosis takes away all your investment, or your income, or your savings. So you gave up your health to acquire wealth, and now you have to take that wealth to try to gain back your health. It's just an ugly cycle, right? LiveGood say it doesn't have to be that way. You do not have to spend all of your life working for someone to make ends meet, right? And with this product, you can get healthy and stay healthy, and you can also make an income out of it to eradicate and to relieve the stresses that we have in trying to make ends meet. All right. LiveGood, the other reason that persons are excited about LiveGood is that LiveGood is a club membership that pays. Now, there are other club memberships. Amazon has one, and it's big, right? A lot of persons, over 200 million persons have Amazon Prime. What do they get for it? Some discounts on the product, maybe free shipping. So they get some benefit, but persons, that little bit of benefit, they are willing to pay their $15 every month to maintain that membership, right? Costco, $60 a year to get some discount on your some item in the store, to maybe get some free delivery, so you get some benefit. And persons are Netflix. What do you get? You get 232 million persons paying $10 a month just so that they would get unlimited ad-free movies, TV shows. Just don't want to see the ads, and so they pay their $10 just to have seamless shows, right? I think there's always a better way to use your money than to sit down and watch movies. But some persons, 242 million people believe, no, that's important in my life, right? And they are part of it, and they're paying their $10 to get their ad-free shows. So you see whenever persons are into a membership club and they get benefit from it, they are loyal, right? Sam's Club, right? And you see, but LiveGood has come with a slightly different model. Not only do you gain the bonuses, and not only do you gain the discounts, but LiveGood actually shares the money that it receives back to its members. And I'll tell you how. That is completely revolutionary, right? How many companies that takes the money and gives back, right? Not many. So I'll talk to you first about the products that we have, and some of them, and what is to come. All right. Now let's start with the brain. Many times as we are growing up, right, we recognize that when we were young, we were like sponge. We everything that was said, we just got it. Some we cram, some we learn, some we memorize. We could have memorized long passages, poems, and everything, songs and all. As you begin to get older, do you realize that a lot of the times, the things that you know now are the things that you learned when you were a kid? in your kindergarten and infant years and so forth, and that not many more things that stays in your head. You learn them, you read them, and maybe you can reproduce them in your own words. But to say that you're able to verbatim bring it back, not many of us can do it, right? And it has to do with the aging process and something in your brain called the mitochondrial energy level. Now, what is that? You see, in every cell, there is a mitochondria. The mitochondria is the energy producing center of every cell. Every single cell has a mitochondria. If it doesn't have one, it's dead, right? It is what produces the energies for the cell to survive and to thrive and to perform its duty. So if you have a muscle cell, well, these cells are responsible for giving strength and, you know, and so forth, then that will be their function, right? If you have a heart cell, it is responsible for keeping the heart alive, for pumping your blood and so forth. So that's the function. The cells need energy to do the work. Now, if you have brain cell, what is its purpose? Its purpose is it's for memory, for solving problems, for decision making, clarity, and so forth. You know, and this is the purpose. So if your energy level in the mitochondria, at least what it's producing, is declining, and it declines as you begin to get older. Starting from age 30 to 40, the energy, your mitochondria begin to produce, to give out less. So here you have cells, they are there, but they do not have the energy that they once had when they were in the 20s and the teens, right? And that is why the agility, the clarity, the mental clarity, your attention span, all these things begin to diminish. All right. And now, if you have to go back to school at that point, or you have to try to take on some really, really heavy tasking, you know, mental work, it becomes more difficult for you. And beyond the energy level, the mitochondria, you know that at that age, you have so much more information in your head. You have the children to figure, you know, how send them to school and prepare. You have home to make, you know, there are just so many things that are in that more than when you're a kid, you know, you have nothing to worry about. Your mom put your food on the table, they put it, you know, you go to school, that's all you know, you don't have nothing else to think of. And so there's not all this competing thing happening here. So with us, especially the more senior ones of us, this would be very essential because there is a product in LiveGood called methylene blue, and its purpose is to increase the amount of oxygen that gets delivered into your brain cells. More oxygen, more nutrients, the mitochondria has more raw ingredients to work, and the output is higher level of energy to the cells. As the cells get their energy, it helps your memory, right? It helps improve your memory. It helps protect your brain cells. It helps support your mood. It also increases your focus and your cognition, your ability to learn. So basically, what you once were, your brain, the brain power that you once had, you can regain it, right? Through methylene blue. So methylene blue it's a strip that has that it dissolves at the back of your tongue, and then it gets into your brain through the blood-brain barrier into your brain, into the brain cells to enable them to. And it's not like it's not a stimulant, it's not a sedative, it's not any of these things that controls your mind. It's a simple thing that delivers oxygen to your brain cells, and your brain cell use that oxygen to produce the energy that it once was able to do, and therefore increase your memory, increase your longevity, your mood, and everything of that sort. All right. So that's methylene blue. Multivitamins. Many of us use multivitamins because why? We know that it's important. It's a supplement to our food and maybe the lack of it, because in many cases, the food that we eat does not have all the nutrients that our bodies need. Could be the choice of food that we have, the kinds of food that we have available, the choice of food that we make. In other words, I just love this. I love the macaroni. I love the pie. I love this thing. I know it's not good, but that's what I love. And so you are depriving yourself of all the nutrients that you have gotten from the greens and the peas and the legumes and so forth, but because of your taste, all right? You love your Big Mac and so forth. And other persons, will say, but where is the salad? Where's the greens? I don't love this. I don't like these things, right? And so sometimes the choices that we make, all right, and we deprive ourselves of nutrients. And sometimes the food that we have or is growing just does not have the vitality that it once had. The soil is not as rich. The persons are using fertilizer and all of these kind of things that is depleting, the nutrients in the ground. And so the food that you have, it is of poor quality. All right. So all of this tells us that our body will be deficient in vitamins. And the studies have shown that 9 out of 10 Americans, right? It's a study made in America. 9 out of 10 of Americans is deficient in one or more vitamins or minerals. That is only one, it tells you that only one person have it complete. And you might not be that lucky one among the 10, right? So it may be that you just yourself, you're lacking in vitamins and minerals. And so a multivitamin that has the essential vitamins that we need, the essential minerals that we need, would be an asset in that condition. It will increase your immune function. It will increase your cardiovascular function. It will cause your body to work at peak level, and you would have the power to avoid, certain diseases and other stuff in the air, like respiratory issues and so forth, that would affect somebody else. So you need to, and also it will help you promote healthy aging. And when you look at the multivitamin, 26 multivitamins and minerals, essential vitamins and minerals. So you have your A line, your B vitamins, all of them. You have your C vitamins. You do not have the D vitamins in here, and I'll tell you why. You have your folic acid, your vitamin B5, your minerals, your zinc, your trace elements, iodine, and all of manganese and so forth. All of these are essential in the body, right? You may not even know how essential it is, but these, Dr. Ryan Goodkin has looked at it as a pharmacist. He knows, and he has studied, he has a doctorate in there, and he have done that. Now, what he recognizes that in his practice, we do, and I say we because I'm a pharmacist as well, but we do a lot of reactive treatment. In other words, we get medicine for persons who are sick or persons who are not well, and we try to correct what has been damaged. But you need to go on the offensive. If you really want to have optimal health, you need to be on the offensive. Don't just wait for when you get sick to treat your body well, to eat the right food, to take the right supplement. But you need to go ahead of time and that will prevent you from getting sick, right? A pound of precaution is better. An ounce of precaution is better than a pound of cure, right? And we know that a stitch in time save 9. All of these things tells us that prevention is better than cure, because sometimes you are not able to cure the damage that is done. And so treating your body well every single day, getting enough of the nutrients that it needs every single day is essential. And here's where our multivitamins falls in. Beyond that, we compare the price. And as we said earlier on, our price is better than anywhere else. And here's what happens. Persons join the company for the product and for the price. There are many times you see something that is very, very good. You want it, but you know you can't afford it. And so you are deprived of getting that really good stuff because you just cannot make the cost. Where with LiveGood, it enables you to make the cost. Look at the comparison. Phyto Multi from Metagenics. Plant multivitamins, very, very good, right? Comparative to what we have. But look at the difference in the cost. $47.45 for the bottle. 60 tablets. Ours have the same 60 tablets. The same, very, very similar in terms of its content and the vitamins and the minerals. And our price is less than $10, right? New Medical has another very good multivitamins for men. No problem with the vitamins. The cost is what is the difference. For almost $30, where ours is only $10. We're talking about 1/3 of the cost. And that is how you can buy have 3 months supply to their 1 month here. And 1 month supply to almost 5, 5 months supply to 1. If you're going to get better, 1 bottle of multivitamin is not going to get you better. But if you have 5, over a 5-month period, you will see results. So whilst I am enjoying my 5-month supply, you only have one if you buy from Metagenics, right? Now, how many times that you will be able to afford that amount of money every month to keep buying? Whereas I'm getting 5 times more. You know, I can even double my dose to get better results and still have change whilst you are still struggling to maintain your $50 supply. You see, so that is where LiveGood is making a difference. We have vitamin D all by itself. Vitamin D is so important. It is so important that the Almighty Father created as the only vitamins that can be produced by every single individual living on planet Earth if they are exposed to the sunlight. Imagine that. That's how important it is, so that we will not be deficient in it, so that because a lot of persons are going hungry today. In Haiti, for example, a lot of persons don't have food right now with all the crisis that is taking place right now. So if they have to wait for their food to get vitamin D, a lot of persons will die. But our Father in heaven knew that. He knew how valuable vitamin D was. And he said, you know something? I'm not going to just put it in the food because too many persons may miss food. But everybody can be exposed to the sunlight. And if they do, from their skin, it will produce vitamin D. That is beautiful. And so vitamin D is important to maintain a healthy, in fact, it is the most important vitamins in our body. Our body needs to maintain a healthy immune system. And that is the reason in winter time, the rate of respiratory illness goes up. The cold season, we call it the flu season. As the winter comes in, the flu season, why? Diminished vitamin D, increase in pathogens, increase in respiratory problems. As the summer comes and and that is why COVID makes all of its havoc, especially in the winter, right? Because persons are indoors, they covered, they stay, you know, they can't go out because of the condition, and so they are not being exposed to the sunlight. And so instead of their immune system getting better, it gets worse. And then they had it on lockdown, even worse, you know, so all of that tells us that vitamin D is so very important. And we need to have it. Without it, we compromise our immune system, weaken our bone density, and I'll tell you why, because our vitamin D is important for the absorption of calcium from the food. So you don't have vitamin D, no absorption. No matter how much calcium you're taking for your milk, for whatever else, your Irish potato or whatever else that you're using to get your calcium. Could be, if you take it from a supplement, but you don't have vitamin D, your body is not going to absorb it. All right. And so you need the calcium, strong bones and teeth. We learned that from school age. But if you can have it, but if you don't have vitamin D, you can't absorb it. So vitamin D is very, very important. Vitamin D is important on its own for the immune system. I mentioned that. Especially important to prevent a condition called osteomalacia, the softening of the bone. It helps improve your muscle, the function of your muscle. It has a very important role in reducing inflammation in the body, increasing cell growth, and glucose metabolism. Vitamin D is just so important, and we all need it. But how much is vitamin D? With LiveGood, you can get it for $8.50. As a member, even as a retail, you can get it for $14.95, much better than you would get in any other store out there. All right. We have magnesium. Magnesium is another mineral that is so important. Why is it so important? It is involved with almost all body reaction that takes place every day, right? So over 300 biochemical reaction is dependent on magnesium to happen. And we're not talking about every week, we're talking about every day. Everything that has to do with your muscle, your nerves, your energy, is your sleep, you're managing stress. So both functionally and structurally, vitamin D is important. Even you're doing exercise, magnesium is important. And so we have a magnesium called ultra magnesium complex. And this thing is very, very, very good. You actually feel the difference in your body when you partake of this magnesium. All right. And it is also helpful for persons with diabetes because it helps the body manage, it helps the body manage the blood sugar, right? So persons who have, and you don't even have to have diabetes, but I'm saying that if you do have ultra magnesium would be something that you really want to incorporate into your diet because it will help you control the blood sugar, all right? It will enhance what you're already doing to control it and your diet and your restriction of your sugar and so forth. All right, so you want to have that. And it's exceptionally good for sleeping problems, right? And I know that firsthand because persons who I use it and persons who use it told me that they were sleep. I want to one my sister-in-law told me I'm sleeping like a babe right now. In fact, I think I'm even sleeping too much, right? Not because she was taking tranquilizers and Valium and Xanax and all of these things. No, she was just taking her magnesium. It was working. So yeah, all of us may have this problem. We say that we can't sleep, it's difficult sleeping. Maybe your magnesium level is not the right place. All right. For men, magnesium is important because it's important for our prostate to prevent prostate disorder. We need to have magnesium. The studies show that when there is an imbalance between the calcium and magnesium level, big imbalance, you increase your risk for getting a prostate cancer and prostate disorder. So we really want to incorporate that. Super Red Super Red is made from red fruits and vegetables, right? The red fruit line. And you would not believe how well Super Red works, right? A simple, putting all of these, well, I don't say simple because it is all of these wonderful, healthy organic products that have been put together. And then you can take it in a powdered form. You can put it into some juice or into water, just stir it up and drink it. I mean, this thing works, and it actually works. And here's where it works for your heart, your circulation, your brain, your cognitive function, everything that increases oxygen blood across the body would also help with your brain and your cognition. It will help with your heart workout. It will help with your sexual drive and your libido and all of these things. And it actually works for that. As a matter of fact, for a long time, Super Red has been the highest selling product in our company. And it's because not only ladies are buying it, ladies are always smart enough to buy the good stuff. But the men have gotten word that this thing helps them sexually. And they are taking it. Now, here's what, it actually works. But it's like a double whammy. They may be taking it for sexual enhancement, but it actually works to correct their circulatory problem and bring down their pressure. So, there are many other things that they would take just for sexual enhancement. And it does nothing to do with their correcting heart problems and so forth. But here is it. Super Red does both. So if that's what they wanted, ladies, if that's what the husband wants to love, give it to him because you are helping his heart and you are helping him in other places that is essential to his manhood, right? That is important. Now, as we age, there is a compound in our body called nitric oxide. And nitric oxide, the body produces it as long as it has the raw material. And that is where Super Red comes in. But as you age, your body produces less. And I tell you, that thing about that aging process is a real thing, all right? As you get older, some body functions begin to slow down and so forth. And when it produces less than half of what it used to produce when you were in the 20s. Naturally, your body, the internal chemistry of your body, the vasculature, as they would say, your veins and your arteries and so forth, they begin to contract. And as they contract, it increases the pressure inside of your body. So you get high blood pressure. You never had it when you were young, but as you get older, you get diagnosed with pressure. It is because your nitric oxide level has been decreased. Now, Super Red gives your body the material it needs to produce nitric oxide again. As nitric oxides increase, it increases the relaxation of the muscles, of the veins, of the arteries, the capillaries, and so forth. And that increases the blood flow and also increases circulation and also brings down the pressure. All right. And also helps a man who needs an erection as well because of the increase of blood flow around in the body and in his vital organ. So and that is how it helps. It helps similar to what a Viagra would do for a man. It actually does that. It actually helps increase libido for the lady as well, right? So all of these things, it works. So cardiovascular, sexual, all of these things in a natural way. What we have in this thing, alfalfa grass, barley grass, nothing. You don't see anything here that like Viagra or anything of that. So nothing. It is just the pure red products, the fruits and the vegetable, the pomegranates, the oat, the aronia fruit, the Hoffman berries, and so forth, and the cherries and all of these things put together. And this thing works like a charm, right? When you look at the price for LiveGood, Super Red is $18. Organifi red juice, similar to ours, but it's in a juice form, and theirs is $70. And the reason it's so high is because it's in a liquid form. It has to be stabilized. It has to be prevented from going bad and rancid. And so they have to put stabilizers and preservatives and all of these things inside of there, which is not good for you, right? So, but it has to do, they have to do that in order for the product to stay well. With ours in a powdered form, it has nothing, no preservative. The only thing it has is what is called a silica gel that it's called to prevent the water from coming in. It's not even mixed, it's just in the little pack. You get it in the tablet containers just to prevent moisture. So that there is no preservative in ours. So you don't have to worry about taking anything that you don't know and that will cause any further harm. But look at our price, $18. Red juice, red Organifi juice is $69.70, almost $70. Super Beets, that really has sold a lot because it actually works. That's the beets and the value of beets to the heart, $40. And we have beets, pomegranates, we have the cherries, we have aronia berry, all of these things combined and still for $18. So you can see the difference in the cost. Super Green is a counterpart. Now we're talking about the green lines of products and the vegetables and the fruits and so forth, the greens. And this is very important for your immune function. It is important for your energy. Think of the chlorophyll inside of all of these greens and the energy it produces, your stress, managing stress, your digestion, obviously with the fiber, the roughage inside there, it detoxifies your body. Here's something about detoxifying. When we are kids, our parents gives us this schooling. As we get older, we give it to the children, but we don't take it ourselves, which is not very smart, right? And we get sick and they are running about with no sickness. So it tells us that we need to take it for ourselves. But Super Green actually has aloe vera, right? Moringa leaves and spirulina. All of these things help in detoxifying your body, right? So this is a very, very good product to have. The price, same, $18. Protein, if you're doing your protein, if you want to move away from the animal protein, the fat, the cholesterol, and all of these things that you want to avoid, and you just want to go on a plant-based protein with all the essential amino acid, you're not lacking anything when you take it because you're getting all the essential amino acids. And it's also good to maintain and to build your lean muscle. As you begin to age, your lean muscle is one of the first things that begins to decrease. All right, and go away, and then a lot of problems begin. You begin to have hatchback, you're feeling the pain out there because your muscles can't keep your posture straight anymore. All of these things. The protein, the amino acid is important for that. And this protein not only is made from plant protein, the peas and so forth, but it also has vitamins. 26 vitamins and minerals have been added to it. The essential amino acid, absolutely very good. It causes you to maintain your lean muscle mass, but also it increases your stamina and your recovery, right? It promotes energy and focus. If you're doing a workout, if you're feeling on an afternoon, you feel tired after, brain work and for the morning, all that work, it actually helps you. It gives you that increased boost of energy in a natural way. And this thing works. It works for me. especially when I know I have to drive in the afternoon, and sometimes you're in the traffic and you're feeling sleepy and groggy. It actually works, and it works instantly. Within 10 minutes, you feel better. All right. Factor 4 is essential. This is really, really good. And factor 4, what factor 4 does, factor 4 is fights inflammation. I'll tell you a secret. Almost all deaths, in fact, 50% of all deaths in the world is as a result of inflammation or inflammation-related diseases. Heart disease, stroke, cancer, liver, arthritis, I mean, just name autoimmune problems, inflammation, right? Somebody asked last week, what about kidney stone? Inflammation, right? And maybe lack of water as well, right? So inflammation is our number one killer, all right? And so if you have a product, simple ingredients, straightforward, there's no secret here, there's no hanky-panky, there's nothing that you don't know what it is. Fish oil, the deep fish oil where they get the highest source of omega-3. And you have it from, your cod liver oil and so forth that you use your vitamin B and when you were growing up, right? So your omega-3, your turmeric, CoQ10, and garlic, put together by one of the world's leading immunologists. And as you put this thing together in that correct blend, as you would know, and this thing works like magic. It supports your joints, your organs. It helps improve and promote immune health. Also increase your heart and your circulation. This thing works. I mean, some pain. I have a friend who bought it from me, and she didn't even finish using the bottle. And she came running, literally running to me and telling me it worked. I'm like, what worked? The factor 4, I have no pain. That was, I should have recorded her. That's exactly what she said to me. She said, I have no pain. This thing actually works. And I'm like, Glenn, I'm like really, really excited to see, how excited she is, because it actually does. And I have testimony myself. I had this joint pain right there in my, it was in both hands, right? I couldn't screw a bottle, and sometimes unscrewing. My wife is saying, can you help me unscrew? And I'm like, no, I can't even do that because I can't. And this thing has gone away because of the factor 4, right? So I know that it works, and other persons testify that it actually does. And of course, if you have the heart problems, and if you have, other chronic illnesses, it will help you as well. If you want to manage your weight and also help improve your mental clarity and your and mood and so forth, similar to what we said with the methylene blue, this one is really, really important. It has 6 of the world's most powerful mushrooms. They are called adaptogens, and they help you manage stress, helps you feel great, and just make your body cope better, but also help you lose weight, right? And decrease the appetite that you have for eating. Especially if you're eating too much, or if you have a problem with that, so it's actually really, really good. And I was joking with Marva earlier on, and she can testify that it actually helped, and she'll tell you at the end how much that she lost weight using it. We have CBD oil, relieve pain and inflammation. The CBD is cannabidiol. That is a cannabinoid that is taken from the hemp plant. Now, in the hemp plant, they have discovered 113 cannabinoids, right? One of them, and the one that's the most prominent, is CBD, cannabidiol. And CBD is the one that is being investigated for the medicinal properties. And what they have discovered is it's good for depression, anxiety. So much persons are taking Xanax and all of these tranquilizers and so forth, trying to balance what's going on up here, right? The depression, anxiety, post-traumatic stress disorder. This actually works, all right? Cancer-related symptom, multiple sclerosis, treating seizures, Parkinson's, autism, just name it, cerebral palsy. All of these they have tried, not just tried it, they have tested it, and they are giving it to persons as we speak to control these things, all right? So when you look at our product, our CBD oil is just $18. Now, when you compare that to Green Rose and you compare that to Young Living, you see the difference in the price, right? Similar bottle. Ours have 750 milligrams. This one has 550. That means ours have 200 milligrams more, and yet we have 1/5 of the cost, right? $18 for us, $90 for them. $80 for Young Living with 500 milligrams. We have a 750 milligram for only $18. That is the reason persons are gravitating to LiveGood. They really are gravitating and excited about it. Persons who are into energy and endurance, athletes, and persons who are doing exercise and you're on the treadmill and so forth, and you want to boost your immune system, also hydrolyze your body with electrolytes and so forth. This is a good product to have, the E3. All right. And here's all the ingredients, your essential amino acid, your beta powder, and so forth. All of these helps increase energy, alertness, stress support, muscle strength. I mean, just name it. And if you want to bulk up, we also have protein powders and so forth, right? So you see the comparison in our prices compared to other similar products, and you can see how much you're saving with LiveGood as well. Creatine for all these persons who are putting on muscles and going to the gym and so forth. The guys want to look good. This is, I mean, they make all the shakes and everything, and even they have the HMB that helps in the recovery and prevents muscle loss and so forth. So these things are all important for persons who are into this, and especially persons who are active. I mean, when you play football, come on, you'll be running up and down that pitch. You need to have endurance, or else you're gonna burn, right? So these are very essential for the athletes as well. We have essential oil. This is one of the newer products that we brought onto the market. Ours is just $50 for the member. 6 is essential. What they're good for: relieving stress, boosting the immune system, fighting infection, increasing your digestion, and so forth, even helping you concentrate, depending on which ones that you use, and promote your sleep. What do we have? You have the lemon one, the lemon essential oil, the lavender, the tea tree, peppermint, frankincense, and the immunity blend. When you compare that to the other products out there, you can see the vast difference in prices, right? $50 for the LiveGood, $209 for doTERRA, and Young Living has this for $252. So you can see that that's a massive difference in what you're saving when you buy with LiveGood. We have products for the skin, and there's more products coming in. There's the Instant Youth that I just showed. There is the Ageless that actually is a really good product because it actually puts collagen back into your skin. I'll tell you something. When you were young, your body produced collagen. In fact, all of your body, your skin, your tendons, your cartilage, and so forth, your hair, your nails, that's collagen. As you begin to get older, your body stops producing collagen. So it makes use of what you have. But eventually that runs out. And so your body your skin begins to get saggy, gets dry, and then that's what it causes wrinkle. And that's what happens with the aging process. So called ageless causes your body and stimulates your body to regenerate the collagen and to produce collagen again. And so it gives you that younger feel and look, right? For only $15, it actually works. It's not a very big bottle, but it's actually very powerful. All right. Now you want everything that we have, you can get it. $320 will give you one of all that we have here in LiveGood. If you buy it as a retail, the member, you can get it for $400 and you'll get all of it. Now, if you buy it individually, it will be a lot more than that, but there's just these packs that they make available. Daily essential pack with your vitamins, your magnesium, and your vitamin D. You can get that for less than $1 a day, right? Less than $1 a day, you can get that. If you're interested in losing weight and controlling your weight and your muscles and so forth, here you can get a pack like that for $89. So there are various packs, but if you just want the individual product, maybe one of them has run out, you can get them that way as well. So and there are new things coming up. Very, very, very exciting stuff. So far we do not have anything for kids, right? The multivitamins and all of these things are for adults. So now they're working on making the kids product, gummy vitamins for them, with the appropriate to their age. There's stuff for your bone, calcium. There is more stuff for for your weight loss. There's stuff for detox, coming up, mouth microbiome, and that's something that would be really, really essential to talk about when it comes. Household cleaning, skin products, things that help with your metabolism, even women, hormonal support, fiber. All of these things are in the works. They're coming very, very soon. All right. And you will start seeing them unrolling some more products as well. Now, LiveGood has shown you that it cares about you, about your body, about your health, helping you get back on track, helping you improve your health, keeping you healthy. That is essential, right? How do you become a member of LiveGood? To get all of what we have said there, to get it at discounted prices that you can afford every month, if you have to buy it every month or however you want to buy it. It's very, very simple. Someone who invited you, a member of LiveGood, has a LiveGood link. Everybody has one specific to themselves. And all you do, you just ask the person, can I register with you so that I become a member, an affiliate member of LiveGood? How much do you have to pay? Well, you have to pay upfront to be an affiliate, $40 US. That is what enables you to become a member of LiveGood, right? And from then on, all you need to pay is just a monthly payment. Just like it's a membership club. So every month you give something, just like with Amazon Prime, every month you give your $15 and you maintain your membership, right? You maintain your membership. With Netflix, you give your $10 every month, you maintain your membership. That is how LiveGood operates. So after you join in at $40, now why is $40? In any other company, you'll be talking about $100 minimum, right? $150, whatever. And sometimes it's even more than that. I've been to $500. And they give you a package when you join, on some products and so forth to help you sell. But $40, they made it that way so that, the person on the street maybe can be part of it. Something that you can afford. Most persons can work it out, can get that $40 to get started. And then $10 on a monthly basis. So that is very easy. We're talking about, in my currency, which is 1/3 of the US dollar, we're talking about $1 a day to maintain a membership in a company that you can make a lot more from, right? In the US, it's just 1/3 of a dollar, right? That's 30 cents every day. And that is manageable for most persons. You can pay it upfront, or you can pay it on a monthly basis, or you can pay it for the year, which a lot of persons prefer, because here's what happened. When you pay for the year, you get a discount. You get a $20 discount. In other words, you pay for 10 months, but you get a 12 months coverage. You don't have to worry about it for a whole year. Don't have to worry about paying anything to LiveGood. Just take it out of it. You're taking your product, and every single product, you can be saving more than $10 already. All right? You buy 2 products, you'll be saving twice as much. You understand me? So you are benefiting directly for just being a member. All right? $140 would give you an entire year's membership. You don't have to give a cent to LiveGood again if you don't want to. If you don't want to buy a product, that's it. You just may want to just talk about it and get persons on board. And you are not giving anything else to LiveGood, but you are making money out of LiveGood. I'll show you how you're making the money. Now, LiveGood also provides with your $10 that you on your maintenance of your membership. LiveGood provides for you a link. The same way that you'll get a link from the person who invited you because they're a member, you will have your own personal link. And then you can share that with other persons so that you can get them into the company as well. All right. Now, this is important because that helps you make money. I'll show you how it helps you make money. But just before I get into that, the other thing that LiveGood does, it opens for you an online business, an e-store, your own e-store with all of LiveGood's product, right? And LiveGood does that for you. You can use that link to promote anyway. You have the license from LiveGood to do that. You can put it on your TikTok, just name it, the Instagram, wherever the young people are, wherever older persons are, where people are congregating, their Facebook, on your YouTube. You can make your own video and promote your business. That is totally acceptable. That's how LiveGood grows. As you now have, for example, you'd see that link right down here in blue. It says shop livegood.com. And this is my shop because that's my username. When you click on that, you come into a page, a web page with all of the products I have just mentioned. You can choose any one of them and buy. You can select it, put it into your cart, select another one, put it into your cart, check out, pay with your credit card, pay with Bitcoin, pay with whatever means that you have, and then you're off. I might be sleeping while you are purchasing from my business. It's online, right? I might be doing my work, somebody's doing a purchase. At the end of the month, when LiveGood is reconciling, it sees that factor 4 was purchased from my account. Amino acid was purchased from there, super red. So, and then it tallies all of that, recognize how much profit it made, and then it gives you a compensation for all the sales that was made on your website. All right. So let's go quickly into the money aspect. How does LiveGood give money back to its members? Well, number one, fast start weekly commission. That is a powerful one. With a link that LiveGood gives you as becoming a member, so you tell somebody who's interested, they come and listen to one of the lectures, they're interested in getting started, ask you for your link and they sign up. LiveGood recognizes that that person signed up with you. Here's what they do. The person will have brought in $50 into the company because $40 to start, $40 to register as a member, and the $10 for the first month, $50. LiveGood keeps $25 for itself, and it gives you, who invited that folk, who invited your friend into, it gives you $25. So think about it. For every person that you bring into the company, you get $25. Now, if you had paid $50 in the first month to start, and you went around, you said to your friend, you got to see this thing. This thing is really, really interesting. That's a business that you can make money in. And your friend joined, Tom joined, and Harry joined. You made $25. LiveGood made $50 from each, but they kept 50 and they give you back 50. So you have just paid the amount that you paid to join LiveGood. By just bringing two persons in, you're broken even. If you bring a third person, a fourth person, a fifth person, this is profit. As easy as that, right? And if you continue to share it all your life, you know, as you see more friends, you have some friends and family in the United States and they have a bigger market and they get excited and start sharing to their friends. Guess what happened? You now begin to rank up because whenever you have two persons that you have brought in, you become a bronze. And what it happened, there is what LiveGood call generational weekly commission. So not only if you bring the person directly, you would have gotten 50% of what they came with. But even if you did not bring the person directly, because you have ranked up, you can go 2 levels down. What does that mean? The person I brought in Harry brings in Jane. When I brought in Harry, I got $25. When Harry brought Jane, he gets $25. But because Jane is my second generation, because I brought Harry who brought in Jane, I can still get a 10% from the $50 that Jane brought in. Harry would get his 50%, but I could still get 10%, which is $5. So think about it. If LiveGood collected $50 from Jane, it gives $25 to Harry because he was the one who brought her in. It also gives me $5 from the remaining 25 that it had. So now LiveGood only gets $20 and it distributes $30 already to other person. If you are silver, you can go 4 levels deep. So that means Jane becomes on your 3rd level, and Jane brings Rachel that becomes on your 4th level, and still out of that little money that LiveGood is holding back, it still gives you something, right? So in other words, LiveGood, that money that you bring, that $10, LiveGood is pretty much separating it back into the community. And that is the magic of LiveGood. Now, even if you don't buy any product, but because you're bringing in the $10 on a monthly basis, LiveGood has money to pay back to everyone who is deserving of getting paid. Now, think about it. Is that sustainable? Yes. because more persons are coming to the company. Or at the moment, we are more than 1 million persons. Now, 1 million times $10 everybody's bringing in is already $10 million. Every month, LiveGood is making just in the commissions. $10 million, and they have money to divide and to separate to everyone who is deserving. So even if LiveGood do not sell products, they still have on the membership enough money to pay. And so the company is sustained just on the membership alone. And they, instead of keeping the membership, they redistribute it. What they make from the sales now, that could go into their profit margin to continue to produce the products. All right. So the model of LiveGood is just so fantastic that it is here to stay as long as as long as there's enough raw material in the world, and you know, you can continue to produce these wonderful products. The matrix level is another way that LiveGood pays back. And here's how the matrix works. Every time that everyone is given 2 positions directly under them. So there's a position on the right and a position on the left. When you bring your first 2, it fills that 2 position, one on the right, one on the left. But what if you have more than 2? What if you bring in a third and a fourth because the $25 is good? I mean, right? So because your first 2 levels are filled, LiveGood puts the next third person on the second level, right? So these 2 levels is on your level 1, but then you bring a third person where it will have to go on the level 2. These persons also get 2 under them. When that 2 is filled, then it spill over to the next level. All right. So what is happening that a matrix is being built over under you and the matrix is getting filled. That might be just from your efforts. But then how he begins to work, he begins to tell his friends. And so as he brings these individuals, it also helps fall on the each, you know. In other words, the team makes the dream work. We are helping each other in the team, right? It's not just me and me alone, but as I getting spillovers for those. Now, there are some persons that have a lot more friends and a lot more contacts, and where the team benefits from their effort as well, right? Of course, they benefit, but the team benefit, and they themselves also benefit from the team because they get spillovers from those above them as well. Now, here's what it looks like. On the first level, you have 2. The second level can hold 4 because each 2 has 2 under them. That becomes 6. The next level has 8. That becomes 14 and so forth. As your level begins to full up, LiveGood gives 2.5% from everybody that falls in your matrix. You get 2.5%. It doesn't look like much. That's only 25 cents. Of the $10 that they brought, only 25 cents. But it adds up. When you have 100 persons under you, which you will have as your team is growing, you eventually have, that's $25. 1,000 persons will give you $250 on a monthly basis, right? And as your level begins to grow over a year or 2, you might find yourself having more than that amount of persons. You may have brought in 5, 10 persons, but your people are bringing in their own people. All of these things is being built under you. And God knows, if you ever get to the 15 level where your team is size like this, it's a little not a sizey number, but if it gets to 65,000, you'll be making $16,000 a month. Right? Now, you may never get to that level, but let's say you get to 4,000 persons eventually. After 3 years into the business, your team has been built. People that you don't know, but people are adding people gradually as they see the product and as they going forward. 4,000 persons will give you $1,000 every month. That's just one of the ways that LiveGood give money back. That's not the sum total of everything. You saw the fast start. This is the matrix. There is a matching bonus. Here is what the matching bonus is great and grand, and wow, I don't even know how Ben Glensky thought of this thing. This thing is remarkable. For everybody that you bring in, let's say you bring in 10 persons into the company. That's right. Over time, you brought in 10 persons. Each of them have a matrix that's being built under them. As they bring and more persons bring and so forth, they get spillovers and so forth. A matrix is being built under each one of them. So you may have made for the month $200 in your matrix. because you're one step higher than your people, you probably made more than them. You would make more than them because the 25 cents, more persons are being billed. So they probably made $100. Let's say all 10 of them made $100. What the metric bonus does, it says because you are the one who brought these individuals into the company, whatever they make in the matrix, the company gonna match it 50%. Let me give you a really, really good example. So in that example, it says, if you brought in 10 persons into the company and each of them earns $6,000 per month, you will have a match of 50% for each of their matrix. So each of them made 6,000, they would be giving you 3,000 from each one of them. That's 10 by 3,000. That's $30,000 coming your way, right? And still there's a generational matching bonus that you can go into more levels. The first level, you get 50%. When if you're silver, you get an additional 10%, that becomes 60%. Into a second generation, you can still get 10%. So this matching bonus is a big P. And I'm going to show you an example of what it looks like compared to the, here is an example. Somebody in January, and that's an actual payment. So on the 1st of January, someone who's in LiveGood got, in the matrix, they got $92. But in the matching bonus, because they brought in persons into the company, each of them may have made maybe $50, right? But because he's getting 20, if each of them made 50 and he's getting 25 from all the people that he had brought, it amounted to $319. Almost 4 times, well, a little more than 3 times as much as he made in his matrix. So the matching bonus is really, really powerful. Now that is just somebody maybe on a lower level. But let me show you somebody on the diamond level, what they do. In the matrix, they made a diamond person. That's a diamond level person. That's the highest rank. In the matrix, the person made 1,200. But look at what he made in the matching bonus. 54,000. Right? 50% on his first level, another 10% on the second level, and so forth and so forth. And he's just, how many 5 generations down from him, he's making something on each one of them. And that amounts to $54,000. Then because he's a diamond, he gets something in the diamond pool. I'll talk about that. And look at what he made at the end of the month. January the 1st, a diamond made $81,000 alone for that month. All right. And these are actual figures, right? There is a retail, I'll come to the diamond level to tell you what it's about. But the retail commission, you remember the store that the company opens for you? Whilst you were sleeping, somebody's making some purchase. A person made a purchase of the super red, or maybe 1 or 2. They made one of the protein, they made one of super green, and whatever else that they bought, the vitamin D and whatever. Each one of them has a retail price and a member's price. So the member would buy it for $18. You get your discount. But the retail person who's not a member will get it for $24. So that's a $6 difference. Not much, right? But what the company does at the end of the month, it looks at everything that was sold in your company, and they look at how much profit that they made. Total, supposing it came up to $100 in a difference, $100 profit, the company would take $50 and they would give you $50. So in every product that is sold, you make half of the commission, half of the profit. All right. Now, if you rank up, let's say you're a bronze member, they add another 10% to it. So not only are you making the 50%, but you make 50 plus 10, which is 60%. It means that the company keeps 40% and you get 60. If you become a silver member, that means you have a higher rank. As you grow up, you have more persons being built under you. Your rank goes up. You get a 70% commission from all sales that is made. A gold person gets a 75%. Platinum gets a 78%. The diamond level person gets an 80% of the profit. So in other words, the company now only gets 20% of the sales, of the profits, and the diamond person gets 80% of it. The company just keeps giving back. And that is why persons are excited about this company. Wherever do you have a company giving money back? All right. Customer acquisition bonus is another type of bonus that they give. And this is 10% of the first order out of that it gives. So when you bring in somebody and the person makes a purchase, or they make an order of items, whatever the purchase is, the company gives you just a bonus of 10% of whatever it amounted to. So supposing the person made a purchase of some vitamins and minerals and so forth and so forth, let's say it amounted to $300. Well, the company would just give you, who brought that person in. They're so excited about you bringing that person in. They give you 10% of that 300, which is $30. So you just get up one morning after a week and you see $30 added. You check and you say, oh, that's my customer acquisition. That's nice. Company just appreciates the people who actually works, right? You tell somebody and so forth. They say, we can work with that person because they're promoting our business. They're expanding it, so we can continue to give that person some commission. Influencer bonus, if you are a big time seller, you have you may be working with a hospital, you're working with a gym or something, a pharmacy, and you tell them you have the products and you're making some big sales for the company. Well, the company adds to your 50%, they add another 10% if you made a sale of 2,500. If you made a sale of 10,000, they add another 30%. That amounts to 50 and 30, that's 80%. So you get to keep 80% of the profit, and the company only keeps 20. But if ever for the month you made a sale of $50,000, it may not appeal to you, but some other person it may, you get another 50% added to your 50%. That is 100. In other words, you get all the profit for that month. All right? No, the company gets zero. That's how this company gives money back. It's really, really exciting. And then there is a big one, the diamond pool. The last big one. Everybody aspire to become a diamond. And I show you what it was for a diamond, $81,000 in a month. That could go a long way. I think that it would get you out of your 9 to 5 very early, right? Now, a diamond, the company sells products. They make money from sales, they make money from the monthly subscriptions, and they make money from persons coming in, new members, and so forth, right? So the company makes money for the month, and a lot of money. Million person giving $10 is already $10 million. How many of these 10 million person bought products? The company is making money. So the company puts 2% of its entire sale in what is called a diamond pool. And all of the diamonds, everybody who's ranked as a diamond gets to share equally all the money that is placed in the diamond pool for the month. All right? In the case I showed you a while ago, the diamond guy got $25,000. Right? So that's where when you become a diamond, you become a shareholder of the company. Whatever the company makes, you're entitled to get. Even if you didn't sell a product, even if you didn't bring anybody in, but just at the end of the month, the company sale, 2% gets into that diamond pool, and you get to take home whatever is coming your way. Let me give you an example. The very first person who became a diamond was a guy called Tim Miller. Tim Miller, when he became a diamond, he was the only diamond in the company. He made $25,000. He had nobody to share it with because he was the only diamond. The next month, the company had 2 more persons who became diamonds. So there are 3 diamonds. So you say, wow, okay, you enjoy your 25,000, but this time you're only going to get 8,000 because 25 divided by 3 is 8. 24, right? So no, each of them walked away with $23,000, but you ask, how come? That makes no sense. The mathematics does not work. Oh, yes, it does. Because for that month, the company had grown. And more persons had been added to the company. So it means that the amount of sales the company made for that month was no longer 25,000. It was $69,000. The 2% represented $69,000. A big leap, right? Almost 2.5 times more sales the company made, and more members coming in with their $50 and so forth. So it came to $69,000. So 3 divided by 69 became 23. Each of the guys walked away with $23,000. So Tim Miller, who got the first one in the first month, he has 25,000. The second month, he gets 23,000. Wow. You could only dream of that, right? That could go a long way in paying some mortgage and paying some debt and finishing paying your, maybe a vehicle that you bought or tuition and something just in 2 months, right? So this company is really, really, really exciting. And they have opened up even a higher rung called a Crown Diamond. And Tim Miller himself has become the very first Crown Diamond. And I think recently another person was added. So these individuals are enjoying another 5.5% on the 2%. So whereas everybody gets 2%, they're getting 2.5% of the time on pool, all right, because of their work, all right? So I showed that example just now. This is really, really exciting to see what somebody can make in just a single month in LiveGood. Now, it's exciting. Will we get there? Our aspiration could only be looking up, all right? But does LiveGood actually pay people? Yeah, I showed you the money, but does person get it? How do you get it? LiveGood pays you back in several ways, all right? If you live in America, you have an American bank, they can pay directly into your bank. If for us who, like many of us who do not live in America, we are international, LiveGood can pay you through the iPayout. That's the global wallet that is in the back office in LiveGood. Whenever you have money, you can transfer it into, you can ask them to transfer it into your e-wallet. That is a wallet that holds your money that you never have to put it in a bank. You put the money in the bank, they begin to take tax, they begin to this and so forth. You can keep that money in that there. It's an e-wallet, right? Online wallet, and it's yours. When you open your back office, you can get it. Nobody can enter into your back office except you let them in. You have to give them your password and your username and everything for you to go in. So if you do that, then that's your problem. But no one has any right into your back office. Your money gets there. From there, you can wire transfer it into your account. You can put it on a prepaid card. So the company makes available for $10 a MasterCard, because they have a contract with MasterCard to make this card available. So here is an example of the card. This is a legitimate MasterCard that you can use anywhere in the world where MasterCard can be used, right? And your name will be written on it. When you make the order, your name is on it. And just like you have your bank Visa card, it's similar. It has a strip, it has the, Wi-Fi, that wireless connection or whatever. It's a legitimate MasterCard. That is one of the reasons that tells you that we're dealing with a legitimate company. MasterCard do not get into league with frauds and Ponzi schemes and that kind of thing. They do their research. So MasterCard is in league with our company, make these MasterCards available. You buy it for $10, you activate it, and the money from your back office can go straight onto your MasterCard, and you can use it to do whatever you want. You can go to your ATM and pull it out. You can register, you can reserve your place at the hotel, you give them your card number and so forth. You can go on Amazon and do your shopping. You can swipe, just point of sale, you can pay your gas, and they scan this thing and you get the money, or the money that you make in LiveGood can be used for your daily activity, your everyday activity, right? So that is available to everybody. Other persons prefer doing Bitcoin, cryptocurrency, whether it's Ethereum, Litecoin, Bitcoin. Some persons prefer doing that. If you're into Bitcoin, if you understand it, you have your account, you tell them, transfer it to your Bitcoin address, you give them the code, and it goes straight into your Bitcoin, right? So that's another way that LiveGood pays. But after having seen all of that, I know I've spoken for a little while, I know that you're excited about it. You must have seen how you can actually work this thing out. Get on board. There's no reason. I'll tell you what, when I saw it, I saw the presentation once. I didn't even see the presentation. I saw a 5 minutes video, the promotion video that everybody will get. And I got excited about it. And then I logged into Fabian and Dr. Campbell presented, and I was excited. I wanted to hear it. I wanted to know what next day they have the presentation so we could understand this thing. And it didn't take long for me to see two or three sessions, and I said, that's good enough. I understand this thing. And it didn't even go as much detail as I'm going in here. And I was on board, right? I was excited, began speaking to my coworkers and so forth. Some of them got excited and so forth. So this is the way that you get started, all right? Just ask the person who invited you, I want to get this thing on. There's no reason to wait. But if you want to wait and you want to listen again, we will make the tape available. You can listen again. You can jump in on some other meeting that we have. But what you can do in the meantime is reserve your position, right? And you get that link. You listen to the video, the 5 minutes presentation. It says reserve my position. Reserving your position does not you don't have to pay anything. All you require is put your name and an email address so that they could correspond with you, right? And the moment you do that, they would send an email to you and tell you welcome and how you can get started, how you can pay your money and so forth. We give you all the details. Until you can stay in reservation for as long as you want. You don't have to pay for that, but you want to get on board so that if your person now gets somebody that spills over under you, and that person is a really go-getter, that person is a networker, you can imagine as they bring in people, they're coming into your matrix, right? So the longer you wait, you might just be losing out on some really movers and shakers, and it's better to come on board. So having said that, I will end the presentation now, and we will open for if you have any question or if you have any, you want to seek any clarification, or just to listen to Marv and she'll tell you how well her products are doing for her, right?